Good morning, my dear friends. Myself, Dr. M. H. Chennaya, Professor of Mechanical Engineering and Vice Principal at Saptagiri College of Engineering. Friends, in today's session, we are going to study about the projection of solids. And in this chapter, I have selected a tetrahedron for discussion. Friends, first of all, you should know what is the difference between a triangular pyramid and a tetrahedron. A tetrahedron will have 1, 2, 3, 4 surfaces including the base, and all these are equilateral triangles. Whereas in case of a pyramid, say a triangular pyramid, you will have on the lateral surface all isosceles triangles, whereas the base is going to be an equilateral triangle. Friends, in this problem you can just observe all these sides, all these edges will have the same dimension, and here they do not give you the height. So, first of all you should know how to place the object. In the question he says there is a tetrahedron of side 40 mm resting on HP and one of its sides. See friends, he says it has to rest on one of its sides. So, as per the rule what we do, we place the object on HP such that one of the corner of the base of the surface is to your right, that is the right side of the observers. Obtain the top and front views. Friends, front view is going to be a triangle, and top view you are going to have 1, 2, 3 triangles. So, let me place this object on HP such that one of the corners of the solid is to the right side of the observer. Obtain the top view and the front view. So, let me start the projection by drawing an XY line, that is the line of intersection of VP and HP. So, I just mark it as XY line, mark VP and HP indicating first angle projection. Now, obtain the top view of the solid, that is going to be an equilateral triangle wherein all the sides measure 40 millimeter each. So, 40 and all these sides. So, let me call this as ABC, the top view of the base. Now, you will have to locate the center of this base. You know very well, you can bisect any two adjacent sides and obtain the center of the solid. So, say this is the center of the solid, and I represent this by O comma O1. O is the center of the top as a vertex, O1 is the center of the base. Friends, obtain the corresponding front view. That is going to be a triangle I have shown you practically. So, how to obtain this, friends? Friends, here you can see this OC edge is now parallel to VP, and hence what I do, through this I am going to draw the axis or a line through this. Now, since OC is parallel here, if this is C dash, I take C dash as the center and the radius equal to 40 millimeter, that is I just cut an arc or draw an arc, and this is again, friends, 40 millimeter is the length of this edge, and obtain this point A dash B dash exactly similar to what we do in the case of a pyramid, a triangular pyramid. Friend, this figure will represent the front view of the solid, and the top view is a triangle. And friends, now he says in the question, it is resting on one of its sides. Friends, here in the front view, this O dash C dash represents one of the sides or the edges of the tetrahedron that has to rest on the HP. So, what I do, I redraw this figure 1 such that O dash C dash rests on this XY line. So, friends, I will just rotate like this. So, C dash will be here and O dash will come somewhere here. This length I have just marked here, that is O dash. You know how to construct a triangle? You can obtain the other edges, that is A dash comma B dash, and this is O dash. Friends, this figure will represent the front view of this tetrahedron when it is resting on O dash C dash, one of the edges of the solid, one of the edges or one of the sides of the solid. Friends, after rotating this object, see, we had like this before, now I have just drawn like this, such that it is resting on one of the edges and the two triangular faces containing that edge, they make equal inclination with the HP. Friends, after getting like this, I am going to obtain the corresponding top view of this. So, how to obtain the top view of this? See friends, as per the rule, you start with a point A. So, you draw a vertical line from a horizontal line from A. The point of intersection of these two will give you A. Likewise, vertical line from B, a horizontal line from B. The point of intersection of these two will give you B. Similarly, you have to obtain C. So, draw a vertical line from C, a horizontal line from here. So, this point is going to be the point C. And friends, this represents one of the triangular face of the solid. So, let me join all these by straight line. So, I join A to C, B to C and A to B. And friends, here O is the highest point of that. So, draw a vertical line from O, a horizontal line from here. The point of intersection of these two lines will give you the O of the object. So, let me join this O to A by a dark line, O to B by a dark line, and friends, you know very well the object is resting on OC or O dash C dash is on HP, and that O dash C dash you can see here, it is parallel to VP. Friends, you can see here, since the object is resting on one of these sides or the edges, that is not visible to the observer in the top view, and hence I am going to show this by a dotted line. So, this is OC is going to be a dotted line, that is an invisible edge. Friends, you can see here the object is resting on O dash C dash. The corresponding top view is this OC. See, you don't find any change in the length of the axis or this length. Now, in the question it says draw its projection when this edge is inclined at 30 degrees to VP. Friends, that AB is now parallel to VP, and here this edge on which the object is resting is horizontal or parallel to VP. Now, friends, I have to redraw this figure such that this edge OC in the top view is inclined at an angle of 30 degrees to VP. So, I am going to redraw this figure on an angle of 30 degrees to this XY line. So, friends, let us see, let me take this point as O, and then I will just mark that OC, this length OC, this they are same. Keep a scale, take the measurement and mark on this. Friend, this is going to be your point C. Then after getting C, you have to mark this AB at this gap. So, I am going to mark that AB. So, this is going to be your A and B. So, you can mark A here, B or C, or A, B, C. It is all the same, it will not make any difference. This is AB and this is C. This triangle you can just obtain. So, I am going to join A to C and B to C. Friends, then that line I have to join. This line is OC, which is once again a dotted line, an invisible line, and join O to A, O to B to obtain the complete top view of this solid. So, this will give you, this figure represents the top view when the edge on which it is resting is at an angle of 30 degrees to VP. Friends, now remember, if you call this as figure number 1 and this as figure number 2, these two figures are exactly identical, excepting for that this is drawn with this line at an angle of 30 degrees. Friends, now we are left with getting the front view of this solid. So, how to obtain the front view? It is very simple. Follow the simple procedure, obtain the points one by one. Now, I have to get A and B. Friends, I will draw a horizontal line through a vertical line through this A. The point of intersection of these two will give you the corner A dash. Likewise, B I should get a horizontal line from B, draw a vertical line from B, the point where these two intersect will give you B dash. So we have got A dash, we have got B dash, we have to obtain C, the other corner. So horizontal line from here, vertical line from here will give you a point. So I will say this point you are getting here. This A, B and this point is C dash. Friends, you got all the 3 points, and since the triangular face ABC is nearer to the observer, you will be able to see the complete base. So I am going to join A to B, A to C and then B to C. This triangle is seen like this in the front view. Friends, then you have to get this point O. Draw a vertical line from here O, a horizontal line from here. Again the point of intersection of these two lines will give you the end C dash. This is this is O dash. You got? Friends, I have to join this O dash to all the corners A, B and C, that is A dash, B dash and C dash. Now I am going to join O to C. Yes, you get a solid line. O to B, I am going to join and get another solid line. Friends, remember when I am going to join this O to A, it is intersecting this BC. So whenever two lines intersect, if one of them is a solid line, other has to be a dotted line, an invisible line. So friends, I am going to join O to A by a dotted line as shown. So friends, this figure will give you the front view of the solid, and this figure in the top view will give you the top view of the solid. Friends, once again you can see here that the object is resting on OC. OC is one of the edges of the solid, and the two triangular faces, namely O dash C dash B dash and O dash C dash A dash, these two triangles, they are making equal inclination, and I represent this by alpha. So the object, the tetrahedron, is resting on one of the edges with the two adjacent sides or adjacent surfaces equally inclined to HP, and one of this side, or that side OC, is at an angle of 30 degrees with the VP. Friends, I am very sure that you are very happy with the presentation I have made on this tetrahedron. And friends, if you have not subscribed to my channel, Mechanical Engineering Lecture Series by Dr. M.H. Annaya, do subscribe without fail. Share this information with all your friends and have a wonderful day. This is Dr. M.H. Annaya signing off.